Yeah, hi there, Erden. This is Michael. I am the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at Stealth, the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT, and welcome. My goodness, you just joined my course today, October 20. And your goal, it looks like you want to get higher than 100. Your TOEFL score right now is 90, so you had 20 on the reading, 25 in the listening, 23 on the speaking, and 22 on the writing section, right? So you say, I hope I can achieve with your help. I think we can do this. You say, I need to work on my reading, writing, and speaking. I want to spend 3 hours a day. Do you think it's okay? Or should I spend more time? I think it's probably not. I think it's adequate. Excuse me. The problem is, can you do it in 30 days? I think it's going to be tough. I think it's possible, but it's not going to be easy. I'll be honest with you. I would be more comfortable if you did the 3 hours a day and did that for 60 days as opposed to 20 days. That's just my opinion. Now, you can use my 30-day online TOEFL guide if you like, but that's not what I'm going to recommend right now. Now, remember, Erden, is once you're one of my students, and by the way, I just sent your information over to my teaching assistant who will enroll you in my course today. But once you become one of my students, you will have unlimited access to all of my lessons in all sections of my course. That means you'll have access to over 630 vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, listening, reading, writing, and speaking lessons. So you essentially can do whatever you want. Now, I'm going to recommend the 60-day TOEFL study guide for you. And here's what I'm going to recommend on this. So each day, I'd recommend spending, if possible, maybe 4 hours a day for 60 days. And this would probably increase your chances or probability of reaching your goal. Over 100 is a very high score. I know you only need 10 points, right? But it could take some time to do that. Your reading, you really need to get about 5 points higher on the reading section. Just that one area is going to take you some time. So here's my recommendation. Remember, you can do whatever you like, but this is what I recommend. I recommend that you use my 60-day TOEFL study guide, my 7-step study guide, and I will put a link to that study guide in the YouTube video, in the description box. You can click on it and check it out for yourself. So my recommendation is the 60-day study guide, 4 hours each day. Now, 2 hours a day, go through the lessons in my online TOEFL course, first of all. Now, second of all, you want to read about 60 minutes a day. You can read magazines, newspapers, and longer books. I think that would also be very, very useful for you. Thirdly, the last thing, you want to spend about an hour a day listening to either news programs, history programs, science programs, things like that, right? And that's going to give you some pretty good English. So if you spend 1 hour just doing listening practice each day, 1 hour doing reading practice, right? And I know your listening is actually pretty good. Maybe you don't need to worry about that as much. So let's scrap that. Forget the 1 hour for the listening because your listening is already 25. So maybe don't worry about that as much. But for sure, 1 hour a day, do the reading practice. And then maybe 2 to 3 hours a day, just go through those lessons in my online TOEFL course. And especially with the speaking and the writing areas, you want to start posting your speaking and writing practice tests. That way you start getting scores back from me and you can start making some adjustments in your study habits and what you're learning at my website. So it is a real battle, but you should be able to reach your goal. Now, I can't guarantee anything, but I think it's more likely you can reach your goal in 60 days as opposed to 30 days. That would be my opinion on that. All right. Anyway, thank you very much. And thank you for joining my course. And all the best to your high-scoring TOEFL success.